Hey guys, Sean again, Custom Offsets TV on the YouTube. Today we got a 2014 we just finished up. It's a Silverado 1500. It's got a 4-inch Fab Tech on it now, 10 wides and 285's. Let's go check this out. Let's go.
So big in the windows black, got the knob all lit up, double chromed out stacks. Yeah, we love to get them dirty, but still they so clean. Custom Offsets team stands as the genie on top of it now. We ain't never gonna fade, so you better get ready for taking over the game.
Hey guys, like I said, we got this 2014 Silverado 1500. Now this one just came to us. He already had aftermarket on it. And I'm gonna go through that and kind of explain the difference, but this is a really cool truck to kind of learn on because of what he did. So he went with a 4-inch Fab Tech, so that means it's got the spacer up top, and then it's also got the uniball control arms. So when you're coming up that 4 inches, it ends up fixing the angles down here on the upper ball joints. So it's got 4 inches in the front, and it's got the block to rear the block in the rear to raise the back up 2 more inches, so that it's still level, but it's 4 inches all together up front. And what he did was, he used to have a leveling kit, and then he had 20x9 plus 1 and 33 12.5s. So 9 wides with a positive offset, and then 33 12.5s. Well, he didn't have to do much of any trimming. All they have to do really is trim this lower inner liner, and then just take the corner off of this plastic cab corner here and trim this a little bit, and that's it. There's no trimming up front. Well, he wanted more lip on the wheel. He wanted to have a little bit more aggressive stance, come outside of that wheel well about 1.5 to 2 inches, but he didn't want to have to do a bunch of trimming, and he only wanted to go up 4 inches. So by going up 4 inches, and doing a 10-inch wide -24. This is a Moto Metal 961. So do a build test. I am really broke today, Fuller. We're gonna do a $10 build test. Times are tough. Times are tough. So you can see that's right around 3.5 to almost 4 inches of lip. So that's a 10 wide. And then where the spoke is, I think it's gonna be about 2 3/4, almost 3 inches, just shy of 3 inches. So that's a 10 wide -24. Now remember, he had a 9 wide plus 1. So he's going with an inch wider wheel, and then an inch more aggressive negative offset, which means this whole thing's gonna move out about 1 inch. If you don't understand the math, that's fine. Go on our website, go to the bottom and hit calculators. And you can find all the calculators where you can put in the 9 wides and the plus 1, which is what he used to have, and then put in the 10 wides and the -24s, which is what he has now. It will tell you how much more it's gonna move out. So this one moves out about 1 inch. I didn't check the calculator, but I know I'm roughly close on that. So it came out 1 inch. Now what happened was, when you come out 1 inch, even though he went up with a 4-inch lift, it's still, if you look in our gallery, we'll show you that the vehicles that did that had to do quite a bit of trimming and get into metal trimming. He did not want to do any metal trimming. So what he did was, on the tire, he went with the trail grappler, the Nitto, and he went down to a 285 55 20 instead of a 33 12.5. The 285 55 equates out to a 32.5 by 11.2. So it's over 1 inch narrower and a 1/2 inch shorter. What that does is it allows him to skate by without doing any metal trimming on that same, or on that 4-inch lift. So he knew he had to come down in the tire size. And that's something you can figure out by using our gallery. If you go through and hit the gallery button on our website, we have 12,500 plus vehicles. And you can actually sort it down to Chevy Silverados, 4-inch lifts, and 10 wides. And you can see what people had to run for tire size, and this one will be on there in order to get the minimal or no metal trimming, and you can see that in the details. So that's exactly what we did working with him, and we worked it out where he didn't have to get in and start cutting metal. We just had to trim that back there, no cutting of the front bumper. So if you've got a lease vehicle, something like that, or you just don't like cutting into them, this is something you could do. So this is a cool one. I just really wanted to point that out because it's one of those cases where I don't want to do any major trimming. What's the biggest I can fit? You're looking at it right there on a 4-inch lift if you're not willing to bash the metal in the back. So the rest of this vehicle, you can see is kind of going with more of a black and silver theme. So blacked out for the badges. And then he's got the black toolbox in there. He's got the black aftermarket, where those NFAB step tubes with the dual loops. And then on the back, he blacked out the emblems here, the Silverado, and then the LT. You can see his old 9-inch wides back there. He got these nuts in the trunk. And then up front, you can see he went with some chrome. So he did a chrome bug shield and a chrome overlay. This is, his stock grille is still there. This is just bolted on the front to give it the chrome overlay look. I think that's it, Fuller. How'd I do? Oh, did you push the button? Oh, Fuller wants you to know that it has remote start. He's super excited about that. Now you have to unlock it. Give you a little peek inside. Pretty much just the LT package. So you're just gonna see a cloth interior with the larger screen that they're doing in a lot of the Chevys now in the LT. It's a Chevy. It'll go forever. It's awesome. So that's a 14 on a 4-inch uniball lift kit and some 285's on 20x10 -24. And that shit'll fit without having to do any metal. So you can get into just some plastic trimming if that's what you're trying to do. So I hope that helps out. Remember, subscribe, youtube.com/custom offsets. Peace.